In the name of Almighty Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. In this tutorial we will be working on the intents, and the intent is one of the building blocks of the Android operating system or the Android development. So what are the intents? The intents are basically, you can say that it's a sort of messenger. We can use it for different purposes, and in this tutorial we will use it for launching the second activity or another activity from our main activity. There are two types of intents, explicit intents and implicit intents. The explicit intents are those intents that we use within our app, or that we use to call one activity from another activity from another activity. And in implicit intents, you can do some communication between two apps, or if you want to call an email activity or some other activity, some other intents that are built to the Android system, you can use that, and that is known as implicit intents, which are the intents that are already built for you. Suppose if you want to send an email, so you don't have to code all the things for that. You simply call the email intent. So without wasting our much of our time, so let's create another activity, empty activity, and this is main activity 2, and finish this activity. So our second activity is created. So let's, okay, just show a text view over here so that we know that we are in second class. Just remove this second activity. Now how you can create intent? Suppose I want to go to second activity by clicking this button. So let's give it ID, next, next, and btn, next. So by clicking this button we will go to next activity. So let's type past this activity, next, next is equal to button, find view by ID, r.id.btn, next. And also assign the on click listener to this button. On click, my click, and check in the my click method if this button is clicked. So else if v dot get id is equal to r dot id dot btn, next. So then we will execute this part of the code. So let's cut this from here because we will do this on else. And if the id is equal to btn, next, so here we create intent. How to create intent? You simply write intent class, and the object name for this, which is I create here intent, and equal to new intent. Now this intent takes two parameters. The first one is the context or the activity which you are in. So I'm in the main activity dot this, and to which activity you want to go. I want to go to main 2 activity dot class, and simply start activity. Start activity, and pass the parameter intent. Now it's fine, and let's run our application. But here I see some problem, so I have to place the semicolon here. And now let's run our application. So the intents can also be used to launch another activity. We can also start background services using this activity, and the background services is used for long running tasks such as downloading something from the internet or playing background music. We can also start that from using intent. So there are a variety of uses of intent, but here we are only working on launching another activity. Is launched. If I click one, add one, sub one, and if I click this next, so it will take us to the next activity, which is the second activity. Next activity. So that's it for this tutorial. See you in the next tutorial.